Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Lieutenant Commander J.R. Galpohkpa Chesson Talk Show. Today, we begin the weekend, and it is the 6th day of the 3rd month of this new year. Let's get into my lesson. One, issues, concerns, and or problems within Liberian Communities news. 2, President of Lofa County is no joke. 3, Liberia's women wanting to lead must learn and have some idea of the Constitution and law. Let's get into my lesson. First of all, I want to remind you all that tonight at 7 o'clock, we have our guest, State Representative Marcia Wrangling Fussell, to talk about issues of the state of Rhode Island. Okay, so I hope you all can join me this evening at 7 o'clock sharp. So we heard what our Black community leader, Jim Finson, had to say last week. So we're going to hear what the state representative has to say about the state, not only the Black community. So we're looking at the whole state, okay? Because her district alone has a diversity of people. So we're going to deal with every issue of the state that has to do with her and other communities, okay? So let's get into my lesson. That's at 7 o'clock tonight sharp. Let's get into my lesson. Issues, concerns, and or problems within Liberian communities. My Liberian people, the problems in our community are too overwhelming. They are overwhelming. And the reason why yesterday I posted my post about miseducated people, and I included a clip of, the clip of Lofa Julius show podcast as a link on my page. So I want Liberians to see that I'm not only talking for myself about how I feel. More and more our young children are beginning to see that what I have been saying is the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So Lofa Julius wasn't one of the people to be talking about the dummies and how people are acting like dummies, which I've been saying all the time. People say I'm insulting people. Is that insult? So I put this thing there so people else can hear how real educated, honest, and frustrated some of our young people are, who have their eyes open and focus on the prize, Liberia. So when other people come here and they attack people for using dummies and things, and they say they're fighting for our people, they see what's going on in our country. And they come there with this narrow vision. Think about, oh, you calling people dummy. You calling that hit. What kind of hit? Look at the jail rape a girl yesterday. These people talking about rape. They're talking about all the evils going on in our community, especially to women. And they're leaving the real issues to attack people on calling people dummy. And they call the people they call it dummy are the very people calling other people dummy because they're hurting our women that are being raped and killed with impunity. Then these same miseducated Liberian people with master degrees attack people calling those people dummy. And instead of understanding that these people are beyond civilized, these people are savages. And instead of fighting for the real thing that liberates you, female genital mutilation, as long as a man has control over your sexual life, he has control over your emotion, your spiritual being, and your physical being. So you gotta fight for the real thing that matter to you, man. And leave the fussing with the men to people like us. People like Lofa Julius, who causes his own Lofa people because of their incompetence, disobedience, and failures to see the need to change the corrupt habits. And you see, one of the things that hamper us is this for peace sake. Oh, let it be, forget about it, let's move on. How you have for peace sake and forget about crimes and stealing and lying and the treacherous behaviors of our leader? Then you'll say forget it. Then you'll come back and expect law and order when they rape your daughters and sons, they sodomize your son, and they steal every cent from our bank and coffers. Then you can't tell us again, oh, forget it, for peace sake, for peace sake. Let's just move on and forget it. If you don't value your own inheritance, if you don't value what our forefathers and mothers left for us, and willing to sacrifice it for peace sake, and to let criminals go because you don't want no problems, you don't want no yo-yo, then when they rape you and sodomize your children, then you'll come here and cry about rape. Huh? We should talk nicely to the people. We should comfort them. Yes, we can comfort the lost people, like the Zokos and things like that. We can help them. Those that want to be helped. You can't help a man who doesn't want to be helped. That man must realize that he is suffering from a disease and he needs to be cured. Then you reach out to that man, and his actions will show you whether he needs to be cured or not. The first week of his action, you should know right away, and get him out of the program. Get some people in who really value the need to change and be productive citizens in our society. But we got to know that. And before we can change our society, we got to get rid of the rogues. We got to get rid of the murderers. Look at Ansu Dualu in his interview with George Lobo. He was talking the same thing. Both of them were talking the same thing that I'm talking to. We all talking the same thing, but on different levels. Me, I want to punish people and jail them. The other people here want to see things corrected. Corrected with the stealing still going on. Yes, we as diaspora people can change our society. We can change our community. In spite of the massive stealing, killings, and immoral corruption of our miners. But In order to do that, like I've been saying and Duolo then saying again, we need to form a strong diaspora organization across the world. The Europeans, we had their own, the Asian, all the Liberian in the Asian, all the Liberian in the Americas, we have our own. But all our objectives, we have a similar goal and objective. So once our educated people become mature and able, have the mental capacity to do what Duolo, Lobo, and even I have been propounding here from time and again. Once we get that cognizance and awareness of the plight of our people and what needs to be done, we'll stop complaining about this foolishness, the insignificant BS, and focus on the prize. The prize, now you coming on internet and attacking people. The prize, are you joining with people of like minds and working to change our minds? All that thing you're doing is uselessness if you're not focused on the real matter and issues that concern Liberians' women freedom. And that is to stop female genital mutilation. Why should the men enjoy sexual pleasure and the Liberian women are deprived of that because of some cultural practice? That's not modernization. That enslavement of the women to submission to the will of the men. And y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Y'all come here and just talk foolishness because you feel you got a degree and you also pompous and you're one of the few people. No, you ain't that pompous. Some of us know more than you. You just got your degree yesterday. You want to deal with a community that you have no knowledge about. And what pisses me off more about these so-called diaspora advocates, they don't go to no community meeting. They don't seek out the real communities in their states here in America and try to help and work with the communities to show examples of leadership, cooperation, and peaceful coexistence. If you don't do all of that, you stay in your house. Then because you got PhD degree or SHIT, you come on here to talk about a community that you in America and don't participate in. You don't make sacrifices for. You don't understand the diverse issues and problems that real leaders face in this place. And I keep telling you that I respect because when she talks, she's a community leader. You don't have to tell her the intricate problems in our society. People want to steal other people's work. They don't do it in Liberia alone. They do it in America. You start something, people come in there. When you look, a group of them want to take it from you and run because they feed their ideas of the program that you started is better than yours. You see? And that's the thing I try to protect my Liberian women against. But you're so tribalistic and backwards. You know, Grace knows she married to an indigenous man. His name Goa. Then you want to go start descending African Americans? If you start that, then your husband got to be able to stand the issues between our African descendants and our African American descendants. Because if you put it up, then you say, I disobeying your rules. What kind of rule I saw that? I didn't see no damn rules. So you're coming to complicate things with all your lies because you put descendants of African Americans. That means what? What does that mean? We're supposed to be happy and loving and cheerful after our people being murdered and massacred and still being massacred. We are the most hated tribe in Liberia. All the tribes gang up against us. So what you want us to do, young people? What you want us to do? You all need to focus on the prize to free and liberate Liberian women from sexual enslavement, from physical enslavement, from traditional enslavement. You people have not accomplished that. Targeting other people talking about women is not the problem. It's your platform and how you present it. That when people look at it, they say, oh, these people sounding good. They're talking something good. Address the issues. The issue of Liberian women is not only rape. It's education. It's mental upliftment for them to be proud of their bodies, have self-esteem, teaching their children from small. Not only about rape, about being real women, about being strong and studying the lesson and being able to compete with men on any level. Now that's improving our women. But running around the internet like trolls and stalkers, attacking people, everybody who talk about women's rights or women in Liberia or any kind of women, they come attacking you. And the same thing me and my boyfriend were talking about that they attacked me for, no American woman will get mad about it. Because it's nothing I said harmful. The man was talking on the internet how when he married his wife, he gave her asked her to do two things, and she agreed. And since they got married, she hasn't done any of those two things yet. And I said, women for you. Men got problems. Women got problems. You'll sit here and you'll cry. You hear like American women talking. There no men got the same problem too. And they'll say, you get away from your man, you got the same problem, you do this, do that. But instead of that, you come and attack the people who are fighting for you. Because you have no understanding of what your focus should be. Okay? That's one of the problems. Another problem is the masses stealing our country, man. The masses stealing. Look at our people talking about how George Weah on the county trip got $2 million from one of the NNG gold company. Who was talking that? That was Galpohkpa, the senator. He said when George Weah then I think they still on the county-wide tour, because I just don't follow those people. So if they're still on the county-wide tour or it has ended, George Weah visit a gold mining company in Bung County called NNG or something like that, gold mines. And when he wanted, the people gave him $2 million. And he told the people, carry on what you're doing. So where is that $2 million? That's not George Weah money. And these are the people selling our country. Why would you go collect $2 million from a company and tell them do, and you don't announce it to the country that this company give you $2 million? Galpohkpa got to come and bring it up, the senator. And all these other dummies leading our country. Yes, Grace Goa, V. Howard, all these dummies leading our country are the same dummies that are raping, killing, and destroying everything in our nation. And if y'all want to say I'm hateful because of that, y'all say I'm hateful. But when they start raping y'all and your children, don't cry wolf. I ain't coming. Okay? Because when you misunderstand, or are neglective of your own responsibilities to your platform, to your audience, and you exceed that and start stalking people, you lose the essence of your platform. Then not your platform to stalk people. Your platform is to encourage people to come to your show, to listen to what you got to say, so that when they leave your show, they will carry the message for you. Yes, post your show on every site. Nobody's stopping you from doing that. Post it, let the people on every site see what you're talking about. But don't go chasing people. You don't know what they're talking about or why they're talking it. You just come with a ton of vision and start calling people hatred, hate speech, hate other people. You got these dummies robbing our country. Children getting raped every day. Just yesterday, we still talking about the thing. The child got raped. Your Senate is the only one that stays on course with this thing. Everybody else won't follow people on the internet and do things, say things. Most of the things I see your Senate posting, you know she's not like everybody else. She's a community leader who knows how far to go with these people, how to clear things up efficiently so our ignorant people don't carry around the wrong way. If y'all don't know all of this, then you attack Chesson for calling somebody dummy and ignorant. You people are miseducated. Okay? So yeah, George Wade stealing all our money, taking $2 million, not telling us about it, but coming in town and putting it in his own money bank. You see? Look at the death of Melvin Early. The death of our auditors. The president comes out himself and makes an announcement of the people deaths without investigation being done, without an official statement from the police being given to the president to make statements on their deaths. He come out, the first thing he says, our auditors were lovers and they died making love in the car. Now the EPS officer they killed, the very man protecting the president, he comes out with the wrong information, saying the man shot himself in the head 3 times. How the hell can you shoot yourself in the head 3 times? You see, and that's just what Yeke Koloba and all our people saying. You come and make these statements that have no foundation. Then people got to come back the next hour and change your statement because you're an idiot. What kind of leadership is that? The president is implicated in every one of those murders because how did he know those people are lovers? How did he know the man shot himself in the head 3 times? That's misinformation. That's a damn lie. That is a sign that our president is a conspirator in the cases of murders, rape, and harm towards Liberian people. He is. He is. So you need to wake up and learn something about the law. We shall touch him later. So here we are now. We see again that the police is the main perpetrator in all of these crimes. The people that are supposed to protect us, you don't know whether the Zogos or whether the Koji boys, his different gangs, he called So this boy and that gang and that Ethiopian crime group and this, oh man, look at the name. Our country just going amok with criminals. I mean, running amok. No control, no justice, no honor and respect for themselves, likewise our country. Then these the people who want honor and say we're fighting for. People shouldn't cuss them. When you see our children dying every day, if it's not children, it's our people. A man just died yesterday too. Then a raped a little girl yesterday. How long we'll go through this thing? For peace sake. And oh, you just leave it alone, let's move on. How long? It can't go on. Now the Brano Samoka case. Look, I ain't going to plead for no man who is a criminal. I ain't going to plead for no man who is a criminal. And no people who want to support criminals. Y'all want Bernie Samaka free, raise the damn money today. Let him come up to Lofa County and run around with his hat to every community and collect $1.something million. But ain't no justice can exist without justice. Bernie Samaka is a flight risk. The man can't pay $1.9 million. He can't even pay someone. Hey, you begging for money. You get that man $1 million, where you be? You give me $1 million. I stay in that rustic country come for that. Can't even extradite me for another country. They can't extradite me for another country. They got to depend on the World Crime Court to do that. You think if I run away to America, these fools and capable of calling me back? You might will turn the American government on them. Useless people. And these are people our women don't want to fight for. Say we're talking hate speech against the people who are raping their children and killing them, that they come here crying, oh, they're raping our children, let's take election, let's do this, we need to stand up for that. Then you come here, the same people who cussing and making them know they are savages for what they're doing to you. Then you come say I'm talking hate speech. You want me to wash my hand out of your business? Because I will not talk for you no more. How can I talk for people who are just as dumb as the people that are giving them problems? And the people killing you and you keep saying for peace sake, instead of getting mad that your children are dying, that you keep talking about it and nothing is happening. You keep begging for money to do what you want to do and nothing happening. Then you sit here and talk foolishness. How will it happen? Y'all want free Brani Samoga. All your people from Lofa County. You're crazy. You're crazy. Y'all think people will just steal our money and we'll just let them go? Just we are there and steal it. They won't catch the other rope. You just put my mouth in it. Steal from steal, make God laugh now. Capture rope from capture rope. Hey, make Jesus Christ laugh. You see? Y'all said God, I said Jesus Christ. So God can be anything. He can put voodoo, juju. But punishment is from Jesus Christ. Punishment for wrongdoing. Not because you got money, I want to take it. Not because you got land, I want to steal it. All the Liberian officials in Liberia today have taken people land. I hear people talking about land. Oh, these people been away for 20, 30 years. Listen to what his name from Liberia Public Radio. What his name? Thompson. Listen to him. He's talking the same thing. They take their property and leave it with their family members They come by the family member say that they're property. You can put a care in people. You can't even trust your own family. They will sell your property. You can't trust the judges in the Republic of Liberia. Eva Mape, Mason, stealing people $3.1 million. Are these the kind of women we want leading us? That why we got to set the standard for our women, just as we set the standard for our men. Look at Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Is that a woman to lead us? She killed our fathers for nepotism. Tell us to bomb the country. She will build it again. She come leader. She can't do what she promised us. She can't deliver. Then to hide our uselessness, she gave our country to the worst, most ignorant, dumb, corrupt, deceitful, murderous man in our republic as her protege, her pick. And you're saying we want to leave Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? You're jumping on Joe Weir for revenge, and the woman who using it to cover her criminality, you're letting her go? You're talking about all the development she did and how she took the country for nothing. How she will not take the country for nothing when she told us to bomb the country? Are you people stupid? You educated men especially come here talking about Madam Sirleaf did so well. She took the country for nothing and brought it to nothing. You people are just young idiots. Y'all go tell the people that hate again now. Y'all sit there. We got all the recordings from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf telling us to bomb the mansion, to kill Sammy Doe, and she would build the mansion back. What do you think she would build it back? When she died? You people live in a utopia. They woman tell us, bomb the mansion and bring it down to the ground. What do you think that tell us? Rise up and fight. Start a war. You think you'll bomb the mansion with the president's soldiers in there and you not have war? Except they surrender. But if they don't surrender, you have massive debts. That mansion have different divisions in it with almost 1,000 people working in it. So you go bomb that mansion, you taking many lives. Will you withstand the whirlwind that will come your way? So Ellen Johnson Sirleaf to blame for all of this. You can be as stupid and gullible as you want to be. My job is to correct you. If you can't correct it, get corrected, to call you dummies and stupid, because my people live in Liberia too. I have land in Liberia. I can't benefit from my own inheritance. I can't protect my own family. You heard Julius Lofa tell you, the first thing is life is his family before anything else. What do you think about us? Whose fathers were killed, and our country is dying because of the same native people who did that. Then you come telling me that hatred. Then you want me to give you money to stop the rape in Liberia. Do I look stupid? Do I look stupid? I will be giving you money to help the same people in the crime continue with it. How many rape victims will you take care of with the money I gave you? And this is the dumb, stupid part I talk about, and you'll get pissed off because somebody is pointing it out to you in a constructive manner. I'm not only cussing you, I'm pointing it out to you in constructive manners. I'm pointing out issues. You know, I make my notes. I don't just come here and talk foolishness. You know. So what we were. All our people are nothing but rogues. The police is a gang. It's a gang of Zogos. The people supposed to be protecting us. And that's what Yake Kaluba were talking about. You know, they take all the lights. All the lights. They give you light 6 hours, 8 hours a day from 12. From 7 in the morning to 7 in the night. You have no light. Then from 7 to 7, you got the street lights on. The community can have lights. But in the day, all the community get light from 7 to 7. Then in the night, they cut the lights for the street. How can people live like that? Then the president say you want to put CCTV on your zinc houses. Is the government giving out CCTVs? You expect people that are making less than $100 a month to go buy a CCTV? Or you encouraging them to steal? Because nobody to protect anything like right now. Because if I got to buy a CCTV and I'm an impoverished guy living in Slipway or somewhere like that, you want me to buy a CCTV to put on my house? What kind of house I got? Under the wall? Or also a zinc shack that they're hanging to protect my house? And where you expect me to get the money from? Work? Our country is upside down. Okay, so that's an invitation to steal right there, okay? You're telling me I'm going to go buy a CCTV to protect myself from Jeff Koji and criminal police and Zogos and what do you call it? What the other boys? What kind of boys? All those kind of useless criminals he got running around with him. So let me go steal too. What? If I got to buy a CCTV, no work, no money, no nothing, that's an invitation to steal from the foreign people. So my Lebanese brother and sister, my Iraqi and Syrian and other brothers and sisters, beware. The president of Liberia is giving our people an invitation to come rob your store. You ever got CCTVs? Beware. Okay? So that's the power of the CCTV now. Okay? Let me see what else I got just before I move on. Oh, okay. We've been talking about this land issue in Liberia. I just was stressing on it too. But it's a serious issue. It's a serious issue. And Thompson was talking about how the people just look at your land and move on it. Then we tell them, why you move from my land? Say, my man, you're not using the thing. Why can't you say that you come back? That's the same way it happened in 1822 when the pioneers came from America to grow Liberia. They sell us the land. Then the part of the land we're not using, they say, oh, you're not using our land, we want it. Y'all can keep communal land. Then what the hell we buying the land from you for? For you to come back and take the land? And that was the problem we faced with these crazy people. They will sell you something that it says communal land. You're not using it, so why you can't let me use it? Then when they sit on their property, you go get them out, they say, oh, statute of limitation. You see why we got to deal with these people the way we do? They know the law. When they come to fool you, tell them, oh, in all that poor mob, let me sit on your property. No. No. The only time you sit on my property, if I'm building my house right away, then you can sit there and watch it build in 1 or 2 months so I can come home. And you ain't going to stay there that long. Okay? So these are the things we got to take care of. We talk about changing Liberia. I listen to Duolo talking about collecting money in America that we can change Liberia. Yes, we can change Liberia. But you got to set up a board to collect money from the people. You can't say the people will send the money to you alone. No. Even if you're not getting the money, there has to be somebody directing that money of the interest of the Liberian people that are investing in that thing, making sure that the investment goes toward what they are promised. Our Liberian people, look at our government now. They take people's money and give it to other people. They go in a bank, take the money, The allocation for other things, they give it to other people. Then they lie about it. But how long we live in this thing? How long? So, with regards to my second point, Lofa County President. Lofa Julius want to be Lofa County President. Why you think? Because they see corruption. They see massive stealing. They see killings. And the same silence of our people who see these things, these heinous crimes, and remain silent. How long can we go through that? There's a time limit for every such things, and we fail to realize it time and again. That's why I told you, Lofa Julius statement is no joke. That's a statement inciting secession from the Republic of Liberia. How will Lofa have a president except they form their own country? And the man is saying, let's form our own country, make me president. There's nothing to laugh at. There's nothing stupid. The man telling his people that break away from this damn country because it's too corrupt. They're stealing from us. We're not benefiting from this country. Everything is gone. No rape, sodomizing, all these things persisting in our country. And the government cannot ensure the protection of the people nor the wealth of our country. The government can't ensure it. There is no assurance from this useless criminal government. Then you sit down and supporting it. But Lofa Julius's eyes are now open or opening because he was one of the peace-sick people. Every time they say they want to bring war and economic crown courts, Prince Johnson gets scared. He started making all kind of arrangements to stop the process. So they can scare him. Somebody was talking to Raya. They were scare him with a war crown. Yeke Koloba was talking the same thing. Yeke Koloba was talking the same thing, and that is truth. Prince Johnson is so damn scared of war crimes court for all the atrocities and killings and stealing and robbing he has done in our country. He doesn't want to hear the name war crime court because he knows he will go in jail for a lifetime. So Yeke Kolobatu, another warlord, ready to face his charges because he knows somehow he will be vindicated in some way. But you can't run away from your crime. Now Prince Johnson, they say everybody won't use him. They bring out war crimes court. Anytime the government wants to scare him to do what they want him to do, they talk about war crimes court. Then he start running to them. You don't bring that thing down, man. Okay, yeah, you don't want to bring it up. Do this for us. And he goes and does it. So they be holding that Nimba senator like a dummy by the nose. And Nimba people don't even know it. All the way people talking about the stealing and killing of Prince Johnson, Nimba people don't care. Then they see people crying about rape and murders and all these things in the county. I will not exist. Now we come to our NPA people, Wale and his group, and the massive corruption going on there, stealing all the people money in the bank. The employee credit union that used to give them loans and cut them, deduct it from their checks so that people can always have money to feed their family. They can never be broke and depressed. They always be innovative to come to work and do the job because they can get money anywhere time they want. They don't have to wait for the salary. If they need a salary during the month, they can get it out. And at the end of the month, they ain't getting no salary. But they can start the credit program for the next month. So there's always a leeway when you need quick money. Now the people sign a contract with a company to deposit their money for the purpose of starting that banking institution. And it has been there from time immemorial. Nobody has closed that thing. Now you have a useless government on a trial. People just stealing. They stole the people money. There is no money in the credit union for the people. And the people can't explain where the money gone. And our people scared to talk before they start being killed and falling in the street dead. The same vicious cycle we're going through. Now, then I robbed that people are died. Our people are died at the port. They took money again to dredge the port. That means dig it. Go down in there and take out all the dirt so the water can be plenty. So big ship can come in because there's too much dirt. When the water go low, if the ship come, it will get stuck. It will get grounded. It may get grounded. And right there, the bottom of the ship messed up. Okay, so they try to avoid that. That's why you need a tugboat with pilots that know the water. They know what part of the water coming into the dock is always filled with enough water for the ship to come there. That way they guide the ship into those areas that bring them to a parking area in the dock if they don't have high tide, where the ship can come in by itself. Even if you have the tides going up and down, you still have to have the tugboat bring you in to the dock area. Because anything happen to you, the pilots don't, the ship captains don't know the water. They're coming from in world countries, coming into the dock. They got to park in other countries and everywhere. So it's a matter of knowing where you're going. And they need these tugboats. Now the tugboats are all missing. The Liberian government paid $77 million for the two boats. The boats are missing, and the Liberian government still paying for those boats. So what happened to our money? Henry Casa said Bill Twaweli took those boats to Ivory Coast and sold them on the black market. He said he was going to take it months ago, since last year. He was going to take it somewhere to be repaired. And since then, those boats have not been seen in Liberia. And they don't want to talk about it. But now, Casa reported that they sold those boats. The money to dredge the port and take all the dirt out that I was talking about, they give them $2 million. The port still not dredged. What happened to the $2 million? So Bill Twaweli them are really a problem for our country. And these people will stay there under 2023. Can we afford these people in power under 2023? Only the shadow knows. Okay? So I was talking about all these people making these great ideas about starting projects and stuff in Liberia, about using the Americans and telling them to give us $10 billion, we'll build so-and-so and pay them back. All those are good ideas. But the diaspora Liberians are just as bad as the Liberians in Liberia. Secondly, they don't trust nobody. They don't trust their own leaders because every time our leaders just talk BS and let them down, either through their incompetence, their failures to meet time. They think you can do things anytime you want to do it, and they don't meet deadlines. They're not disciplined enough to follow a common course of direction, persistent. They don't know all these things. And are not things you can just go in college and learn. Look at all the people in college degrees, but they're so inefficient. Who are talking this thing? Yes, Martin, your Martin put it. She was talking about how her brother opened company and hired Liberians, but he had to do the work himself because all the people he hired were lazy and incompetent. They say they got degrees, they come sit down, they want to work all day. They just want to laugh and talk. And that's why I left the meetings of the Liberian community. Because we go to a community meeting, we stay there for 2 hours, people just bullshitting, talking and laughing and joking. And I'll keep telling them, I don't have the time to come here for this foolishness. I'll come here, I give you 1 hour. Your start foolishness, I'm gone after 1 hour. Then they say Chesson, rude, he bad, and all of that. No. I'm tired doing things the idiot way. I'm tired trying to achieve and move forward and keep stepping backwards. I'm tired, as young Lofa Julius said, I'm tired of the laziness, the mental laziness, the mental stealing of everything, kleptomaniacy, whatever it is, shit. I ain't want to deal with that. So these are the problems. How do we curb these problems for the betterment of our country and people? So let me move to my last letter. And let me tell you something. Ellen Johnson said the problem, the progress, development, and stagnation in our country. She's the problem to all of that. You can't be president, your time finished, and you can't sit down. You still will put your hand in politics. You still will divide the country on political basis, breaking up parties. You still got a corrupt society, a useless man. But what can I say? I'm only one poor God. What's my next point? Yeah, I think my lesson has come to an end. Yeah, the NPA talkbook, that was my last topic. So I don't have much today, but I still reach my hour. Because there are so many things in our communities and society in Liberia, our diaspora communities in Liberia. We're facing some serious problems. We got to go out of this thing and be real men and women and not follow what our fathers and mothers did, because it will not change our country. No matter how we want to change our country, we are people from the Tutma and Toba eras. If we don't break the chains that led to the revolution and try to do better things, there will always be revolutions among us. And what use is that when we keep taking 2 steps forward and 3 steps backwards? We can't achieve nothing. My young children, my lesson is done. I feel so drained. I do. Going through this thing time and again, trying to enlighten my people. Then when this group seems to be getting enlightened, the other group come up with their ignorance. So it's a never winning game for us until we raise the mentality of the masses of our people. How can I hit you when I know what we need for progress and advancement? How can I hit you when I've sacrificed over 40 years of my life teaching and telling my people that we can rise and do better if we come together? How can I hit you when I'm a patriot of the people that founded my country? How can I hit you when my father left me in charge of his family as the Attorney General of Liberia? how can I hate you? Above all, how can I hate you when I'm a Christian? Aluta! Continue. Have a good day.
Sounds right.
Things stick in the game.
Sounds right.
My computer doesn't want me to leave you all. Have a good day, folks. I just do it the easy way. Just my broadcast doesn't wander in. What is it, some love affair going on here with the ex? Is